Alright, welcome to episode 10 of History Rewritten. I haven't uploaded in ages, so sorry about that, but I was on holiday in Britain. Not this Britain, of course. That was quite cool, so a nice time there. But now I'm back, and I'm ready to record more videos. Last time, we had the purple team attack the yellow team, who is now looking depressed. They look a bit like the Hungarian Empire. Not the Austro-Hungarian one, just the Hungarian one. Of course, that was kind of like up here. But also Greece is doing better, so that's a huge positive, because I like the Greek one. And we've got a few new countries in Britain, a theme which we are going to carry through today. I can't talk apparently, so that's fine. Has another region in Scotland decided to break away. Now, Scotland was experiencing a new religion called like Druidism thing, which actually is also here in Estonia, but this religion started first appeared in Scotland. So there's going to be uprising about that, and also just they don't really like the Terracotta Nation because they don't receive enough support from the Terracotta Nation to feed their families and stuff. I mean, it's Scotland, it's cold, it's probably not great for agriculture. Just a load of sheep and seals. So it's not a whole lot of fun up here. It's not bad though, but yeah, basically this huge part of Scotland breaks away and says, oh, we're an independent state now. And the brown team, or terracotta team, don't really do much about it. They kind of just go, oh no, we've lost Scotland. And in the end they let the Scottish go because there's berserkers up here. That's not fun, you don't want to fight berserkers. And yeah, in the end, Scotland receives independence. So there you go for that. However, of course, this nation filled with berserkers, druids, and a whole lot of scary people couldn't just stick together. No. So this brown nation will be collapsing, and we'll receive two new nations from this brown one, as this tiny region in Scotland breaks away. And also up here in Shetland and Orkney Islands, we see this green nation appear, who is another theocracy. We've had, I think this is our second one. No, third, because the Estonian nation. The other two just exhibit Druidism as their religion. There we go. But this is actually like the Druids are the head of their country. It's like a circle of Druids in command of it. And there you go. So Brown Team's capital is obviously going to be in their major city. Let's actually upgrade that to a capital city. Whilst the other two are just going to have to make some random spot into their capital. So for the Grey Nation, they've got theirs there. And Green Nation are tiny. So they also get a tiny capital. But I don't know. There you go. You can see that as the Orkney Island capital. Of course, they've also captured the Faroe Islands, but there's about 10 people there. It's like the Pitcairn Islands population of 50. Yet the Pitcairn Islands still wants to compete in like the Oceania Cup. Oceania. Which is, I don't know what I'm yapping about. Anyway, it's like the Olympics, but for countries in Oceania. I think the country winning that is actually Fiji, because Australia and New Zealand aren't allowed in, because that's a bit mean. Seeing as Australia is nearly winning. Well, they're doing really well in the Olympics, so that's cool. Anyway, a few people, quite a lot of people from this place, from Britain, want to leave Britain, because it's not that fun here. Scotland's falling apart with Druids, they seem relatively poor, there's no one to trade with, and they decide to immigrate to somewhere new, that being Ireland. So we have people from Scotland and Northern England going to Ireland. We have some more people from England, just England, going to this one, and some people from Cornwall and Wales going down here to Southern Ireland. So 3 new nations. We've already got 6 nations in one episode. This is going to be an amazing episode for you guys. And we need a new green. There you go. These nations are going to expand slightly into Ireland. Of Of course, it's still pretty boggy here. I mean, it's boggy in Britain as well, because they haven't thought of ditches yet. But this is like India level boggy, or Bangladesh level boggy. Well, not really, but it's pretty swampy out here. And there's wolves. So this northern country uses paganism and Druidism. I think I'm saying that right, but you know what, oh well. So there are Druids and pagans in here. They're both recognized religions, however, paganism is the official religion. So, let's get their capitals down. Purple one, you have your capital right there. Dublin. And I want to say this is like Clare. That's a province in Southern Ireland, or a county at least. Ireland's got like 32 counties, I think. I might need to check that, but I tried to research different countries' counties. So yeah, finally, after only 10 episodes, we've got people in Ireland. I feel like it maybe took a bit less time in real life. Anyway, we're going to the other side. Sorry. Other side of the globe now, as the green team were doing a slight bit of expansion. You know, recently they have been expanding a bit across Asia, and they're going to continue that, going across these sort of like lakey bits. So, you know, they expand up here, and like, might as well keep going. So keep expanding. They find Lake Baikal, head back down south because it's gone Siberian temperature. Oh my god. I'm sorry that I just destroyed that line. In fact, I'm more sorry to myself that I just destroyed that line. I'll fix Lake Baikal, don't worry. And yeah, make their way down into Manchuria. So yeah, it's a small bit of green team expansion. Just a little bit. And yeah, green team's looking strange. And of course, this means that they stay completely together. Through some miracle, they have managed to maintain control of this. They do send like a whole lot of their population out. However, the green team, their people are basically as corrupt as everyone else, and lots of really poor people in the green team. However, with loads of people being sent out into this new land, you know, it's just a whole load of people being like, right, promotion, you're promoted to governor of this random province in the middle of the desert. And it's just, there's a whole lot of people getting titles. Like, your place in the country really matters to people in the green team. They're very self-focused. It's not painting the green team people in a very good light, but regardless, yeah, that's basically how they are. And status is very important within the green team. So, yeah, some people, or most people, are relatively happy that, you know, they're getting a promotion, and they also feel this rapid expansion into the steppes is making the green team a global power. No one else has made it this far east. The green team, I mean, they're up there. Like, yeah. I don't really do power rankings at the moment because I don't think I'm going to destroy it today too much. We've had quite a lot of big wars recently. So, number 1, the red team. Number 2, purple team. Yeah, sort of gap. That's a relatively large gap. We've got blue team. Then we have... That's a good question. Orange team, I think. Then I'd say Crimea. Number 6 is going to have to be green team. Number 7, dark blue African team. Number 8, pink French team. Number 9... Actually, number 9 is pink French team. Just after the green team, we've got brown team. And then number 10, I think, terracotta. And then very closely, it's the lime team. Maybe the dark blue team's a bit lower. I think the brown team might be stronger, and the dark blue team. And these guys are just kind of falling apart a lot. So, yeah. maybe you guys. Yeah, dark blue team at number 9. These guys number 8. And these guys number 11 and 10 still. But the Terracotta Nation is getting stronger. It's just that they don't do an awful lot of trade with all the British nations, all the Scandinavian nations, Iceland, all that sort of stuff. Because there's no one there. So like the Tan Nation over here is pretty reliant on them. So they've got allies there. They have allies in the pink team. Sludge Nation's still their friend. Switzerland's a bit like meh. But the Swiss aren't really there most of the time. It's just like Switzerland. Are you still alive? Hello, Switzerland. That's basically the Swiss attitude at the moment. Because they're just up in their mountains, doing whatever the hell they like. So, yeah, anyway, they continue to expand into Norway and Sweden. I'm not sure the expansion into Norway is very realistic, because of, the mountains. But they like to follow the coast, because that's slightly less mountainous. Unlike the extremely coastal bits, where it's like, here's 5 meters of water, and then there's a sheer cliff up there. So, yeah, Brown Team Colony. You're not brown. Terracotta Team Colony is relatively large in Scandinavia, so that's good for them. Anyway, we're heading to the Mediterranean now. As last time, we saw Yellow Team. They invaded the Light Blue Team because the Light Blue Team thought it would be some easy land, however it wasn't. And the only way the Light Blue Team survived, because the Yellow Team could have taken more cities. They took one of their major cities, they kind of just bullied the Light Blue Team. Through the Red Team saved them. And there's a lot of people going, dude, we'd have just died out there if it wasn't for the Red Team. Like, nah, we'd be fine without the Red Team. They're trying to shush all these people. However, they are still there. They're not going to be shushed. And this is not good for the... I like blue team. I'm trying to find... Where's the right shade for this? Anyway, I'll go for this. And as you already know, they've had some internal issues with Crete and stuff because they want independence, like the rest of Greece. And finally, they go for their independence. So, yes, you got that happening. Blue, brown. You know what? Sure. Great. Let's make... I don't know what colour to make Crete. Got a problem. Crete can be... That's actually a cool colour. This colour. So Crete decides to break away. I like that colour. That's a nice colour in my opinion. There's some really cool blues. And, like, isn't it like 50% of the population have blue as their favourite colour? Because there's not many negative things attached to blue. No, that's what I heard. Anyway, lots of the islands rise up against the blue team. Light blue team, that is. And even the city out over here is captured by the Cretans. And yeah, the blue team, they're just gonna leave me alone. So as the Cretan dudes manage to go further into the interior of the country, like, right, fine, get your independence, leave me alone. So the blue team are allowed to keep this island out here, but the rest of them go to Crete, and as you might expect, their one major city is made into their capital city. So there you go. Today we've had 7 new nations. It's like a record, surely. I'm just noticing the box in the Azul Sea of major cities. It's probably quite realistic though. Anyway, down to Somalia. Yeah, I'm sorry if you can't really see the Somalian nation, because they are the same colour as the sea. So, yeah, like, it's the same colour. Well, someone's got to use that colour. So they expand further into Ethiopia. As the land here, it's alright, it's not that bad. one day they'll reach the Nile. They might have already potentially done that. However, yeah, it's going alright. They trade with the orange team, the dark blue team, India. They're just kind of chilling down here in Africa. They are relatively strong-ish. The population's quite large. It's just like if an economic crash came along and one of their trading partners fell apart, then they wouldn't do very well. They're very reliant on their trade, and without that they'd probably fall apart. So they do need that to stay alive. However, at the moment at least, they're doing pretty well. And yeah, they're just kind of floating along. But they're very reliant on their allies. So, yeah. Anyway, speaking of India, it's time for Sri Lankan fully control stuff. I couldn't have phrased that better, could I? Yeah. So the yellow team's going to fully control Sri Lanka now. So we've got that. Boom. And what is it? 30. I'm sorry. The red team. Yeah, I need to. I've got all these colours now, and it's confusing. Red 250. Yeah, the red team. They said some not nice things. You know, like not nice things. They were really offensive. To the Lime team and the other Indian nations for no real reason. And the Lime team was like, hey, well, guys, I think we invaded them. It's slightly mysterious that the Lime team had a lot of troops right by this area. However, you know, it's just a random occurrence. So they talked to Sri Lanka and the brown one. Like, alright, I think we should just beat up the red team a bit. So yeah, Indian troops move in to the red team from all angles. The Lime team manages to sever their capital through an encirclement, and then they quickly take that, and it's just not looking fun for the red team. And the brown team comes in and takes one of their major cities, and the Ceylonese country is going to come up from the south. This war, it's not going to be a long war. Here, the Lime team just going to annex this stuff, like, you know, the capital city. They're gonna get this stuff, and the brown team's gonna annex this. They just take the areas they've captured. Like, peace treaties here are very simple. So just like, oh, you took that bit of land, you can have it then. It's alright, you take that. So, there you go. Lime team as well. There we go. Lime team is also, I wrote out one of their major cities. So I'll put that back about here. And yeah, the red team have to move their capital to this city, so at least they got to keep that. However, they're depressed. Now, so that's fun. Not really. The Lime team looks slightly better now. I mean, maybe some of the reasoning for that war was because the Lime team's borders look terrible. Like a tiny bit. But who knows? You can't prove it. Can you? So yeah, there you go. That's all that. And we're going to be moving back around to Ireland because maybe just fill in Ireland today. I don't see why not. The green team have got the best trading stuff set up. They trade all around west. This bit. The Celtic Sea, let's say. Also, I've just realised the Bretons still own the Scilly Islands. And that bit technically, but don't worry about that. So these green Irish dudes are going to expand out a load towards the people in the orange country. So they've established themselves as quite a big Irish country. Of course, back in the olden days of Ireland, there were 6 main countries in Ireland. It was like Brega, Munster, Leinster, Ulster, Connacht. I've lost count of how many that is. I think I'm missing one. I always can't remember one of them. Anyway, and then you had loads of other smaller ones. But like Irish history is cool. After after year 1000 though, it does kind of turn into, oh, the English kind of control a load of your affairs. Sorry. And the Norwegians. And I think maybe even the Scottish to a degree as well. People just bullied Ireland across history. So Irish Empire is what we need in this reality. And it's highly possible that could happen, so, you know, maybe start rooting for Ireland. Because I like the idea of an Irish Empire. So, have Orange team down here. They've expanded into this western bit. And finally, Purple and the Green team are going to divide up the rest of it. And the Orange team as well. And the Green team... I've not made this look nice. Not at all. The Green team takes this much. Purple team takes this bit, and the Orange team are going to take the rest. So, Ireland is filled in. Might not be this quick, seeing as there's wolves, elks, swamps. You know, these people are hardy enough to be able to manage that. So there you go. Ireland. Nice. And that's it. I do need to make this episode a bit shorter than the other episodes. Because I need to have tea. That's like the main reason. Yeah. I've got a shepherd's pie, which is quite nice. Sure. Yeah. Wow. It's like tea reveal. What do you got for tea? Oh yeah. One thing, whilst I'm expanding the blue team into Sahara Desert, we are 1 subscriber away from reaching 5 subscribers. And the goal for the next month, by September I mean, is to get to 5 subscribers. So if you enjoy this, even slightly, please subscribe. It would make me very happy and greatly appreciated. So, yeah. You know, there's a thought in your mind now. Maybe you should subscribe. I don't know. Maybe. I'm still going to make these videos even if you don't subscribe and get to 5 subscribers. Because I enjoy doing this. You know, it would be a morale boost. The grade of the videos would probably go up slightly. So, you know, something to contemplate there. Anyway, yeah, the blue team's expanded more into Sahara Desert, so it's probably a load of fun for them. And the dark blue team are going to follow suit because these guys, good friends. They do have an alliance thing set up now, where it's like if you attack one of them, you attack both of them. So it's like NATO for North Africa, which is basically just the Arab League, but without Arabia. So, there you go. Blue team making it to number 3 is pretty good. Although they do trade with most of the Mediterranean, and there's a lot of countries in the Mediterranean to supply with money. And just having a load of land, even though it may be very deserty land, is good. They've got a load of ports all over their nation, and camel farmers and stuff. So they're doing fine. But as for alliances, there's not that many serious alliances. It's more like, oh, you're my friend. If someone attacked you, I'd be annoyed. And if they attack you too much, and ruined our interest in an area, then I'd be really annoyed. But it doesn't go that far, really, most of the time. But if you attack the blue team, or the dark blue team, the other one will help. And they're trying to increase that with the Somalian nation and the Moroccan one. I'm trying to find which colour combination is the Moroccan nation. Don't wait until there's millions of these. Okay, well, I'm glad it's a load of random numbers. Sorry about this. Red 87. Green 125. And blue 96. That is what it says. 196, great. 96, alright, sorry about that. And Morocco will be expanding further along the Atlantic coast by the Canary Islands. They're not going to make it there, to the Canary Islands, of course, because that's pretty far away. However, you know, there you go. Bigger Morocco. And Morocco does need to increase its power and its size because, well, this guy really wants them dead. As I mentioned before, the hate between these two nations is crazy. They just really want to wipe each other off the map. Which may happen in the future, but who knows. I think Granada is definitely stronger, you know, going by the fact of all of these major cities in their country. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these guys have got half that amount. However, to prove their prowess, they're going to go sailing all the way to this island. Do you know the Canary Islands were named after the word canine, not canaries? I don't know why. But were there dogs there? I can't really remember. Or did they bring dogs with them? Was it a special type of dog? Or were there just lots of dogs? Either way, it's named after the dogs. So, yeah, there we go. Sludge Nation. Yeah, they're falling apart again. I'm sorry, Sludge. I'm really sorry. However, my sadness can't really do much about this, as a new group within the Sludge Nation decides, yeah, these guys said, right, we're not going to do anything bad anymore. We're really peaceful, just, you know, chill out in Central Europe. And then they just went and invaded the Yellow Team and the Sludge Nation, then destroyed the Sludge Nation, which I didn't really realize until I rewatched the video. That, yeah, I was kind of meant to keep the Sludge Nation alive, or Mustard Nation. However, they're not, which is fine. I don't really like how they looked on the map anyway. So, goodbye Mustard, you were the first nation to go. They didn't even last a single episode, so that's pretty depressing. But, you know, is what it is. Somebody had to go away first, and it was you. Either way, the people in the western part of the country, most of them didn't really serve in the war, and they weren't that important within the war. Because lots of people by the capital and the eastern areas, where the influence of the Yellow Team was the greatest. They're just like, right, stop lying to our faces and being a pain. Because they could have broken away before, but they chose not to. So, they're going to do it now, as this chunk of land breaks away over here. And the Sludge Nation is left powerless to stop it. Because they don't want to get in another huge war. Because they're worried that, you know, there's so many more bits that could divide in their country. You could have this bit with this major city, that's a major population area. You could have people on the border of this pink nation. You could have people under the influence of Terracotta, which is now a lot stronger, and they're also brother nations, so, you know, they're very, very similar. Lots of people might want to flee to there. And all you could be left with is just this blob. That's not fun. So they're like, fine, have your independence, leave us alone, go away, stop being a pain. And now to choose which one's their capital. Trade routes in Europe. It's kind of it's like something like that. You can't really go through the Swiss bit. So if you go along there, I suppose there might be another route that goes like that, maybe. This city, that's the one that's going to become their capital. On the border of the Sludge Nation. So potentially the Sludge Nation may get revenge in the future, but there you go. And now we're going to return to Scotland. I like the shade of brown. It's a nice shade of brown. That's pretty unimportant. However, Scotland, I know that region is going to be breaking away from this area. As we see the rest of Scotland. Crikey. Rest of Scotland and some of southern England break away. Much is in revolt now. And this is a lot. This isn't really based around Druidic stuff. No, I can't talk. This is more just, we want our independence. Go away. Seems a bit mean. Yeah, the Terracotta Nation, they're powerless to stop this. There's berserkers here too. Those people from these nations are also going to help out because they're like, oh, you guys are joining us in independence. And even some people from this area decide to help. You now have Isle of Man being captured, although the purple team really wants to take that, so they're a bit annoyed. And yeah, peace treaty. They're allowed their independence. However, remember what happened to the last Scottish nation, because it's about to happen again. As this bit of Scotland, right over here, this is more like Northumbria really. Northumbria breaks away and becomes its own independent state. And also Galloway, which is one of my favourite places, because it looks cool. I've never been to Galloway, but it looks cool on a map, so yeah. Also breaks away. So got this now. Hopefully it doesn't look too similar to the Irish one. Nah, it's different enough. And the old Scottish rebellion up here. So fortunately each of these places have a major city, so it's pretty lucky. So Galloway's there, Northumbria's here, and Scotland's there. Now we have 6 Scottish nations, and yeah, next episode you can expect Britain to fall apart even more. Who knows, maybe the Terracotta Nation will lose their entire colony. I don't know. Also, before I forget, Galloway gets the Isle of Man. Yeah, Terracotta might be losing their empire and their influence. So this could be the start of the end for Terracotta, which is pretty sad. And why does that shade of green look so good? Anyway, major city update. Probably won't be doing that many major cities, but you know, there's a lot of countries in the world now. How many did we do this video? We did 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We do 11 countries. Yeah, I don't think we're going to beat that until like the late 1900s, when the colonial powers fall apart. I don't think we're going to beat that until then. That's crazy. But there you go. This is a bit like old Britain in a way. Remember there's like Wessex, Mercia, all those random tiny nations in Britain and Ireland. Because the Roman Empire left, we were like, oh, and then we fell apart. Although, I don't think the Romans had that much invested. Although in 293, the Britannic Empire was formed. Some random senator guy was like, right, England, it's gonna become its own country. And Rome was like, hey, we want our tin. So they took it back, which is probably a good thing, as the Romans did some pretty good stuff in Britain, like helping out a lot of cities and walls and stuff. So thanks a lot. Hull. Can't have England without Hull, can you? So, and yet city up here for the Terracotta Nation. Pink one. I like how they look, to be honest. They look cool. And Sludge Nation is also going to build another one. This bit looks cool. This bit looks bad. But, oh well. Yellow Nation's going to attempt to rebuild, and unfortunately for them, they do end up having to build a city on the border of the purple team. Which they don't like, it's just that it becomes pretty important because the purple team is now rich as hell. So, yeah. The Danube's, I want to say it's there. Either way, there's a city there, so well, can't stop that. These guys, whatever they're called, Istanbul Nation, get a city over there. Who else needs a city? Oh, Green Nation. Long Green Nation. Yeah, just gonna say, this might not stay for that long. I might be lying. We might beat the record of 11 new nations next episode. It's gonna fall apart. However, just before it falls apart, they're gonna make their way into Korea. So they're just gonna go down here into Korea. Yeah, the green team, of course, they didn't do this all in one thing. I mean, you can imagine the time scale, but it wasn't just like 2 years and they're already out here in Korea. They did spend a long time, but I'm not just gonna let the green team expand into here, the green team expand here, the green team expand here. I'm just gonna show it all at once. So that's the episode thing. But however, the British independence stuff, that happened at separate times. So like the North Scotland one broke away, and the Southern one inspired by the Northern one. So there's a time scale for that. Anyway, Crete might give 1, 2. This island right here, major city. And the red team, they're gonna build more. The red team's just rich as hell. But one day they'll fall apart, and I'll be sad that day, because I really like the red team. If you couldn't tell, red is my favourite girl. Yeah, red team, down here in India, just sad though. The Somali nation, they get a major city. I said I was gonna be quick. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. So yeah, have a nice rest of your day, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you.